She's back on my channel, and she's Polina Gagarina from Russia. She's one of the most sensational singers. Go back to YouTube and check out Eurovision 2015, where she wore a spectacular dress that lit up the whole stage, and it had me just going, wow. The effect of that dress was incredible. I just loved it. Now, back to the artist herself. I'm not going to repeat what I've said in previous videos, but her voice is one of the highest octave ranges and crossover pop voices I can react to on YouTube, and that's why she appears so frequently. Plus, everybody, I'm a non-political channel. Irrespective of what people say, politicians cause wars, in my estimation, not the artists. So we'll get back to the artist. Whom is she? We need to know a little bit more. She's one of the richest artists, by the way, on YouTube and Instagram. And she was the 10th highest Russian earner on both of those, with over $6 million to 8 million subscribers. 8.9, I think. Because people recognize the talent this woman has. She's incredible. Right up to now, unfortunately, I've heard recently, she has split from her partner, and the father, I think, of Maya, because she was born around 2017. They were still together, but the couple split in 2021. Sorry to hear that, but you're still making great music. And I think, in a way, even though I haven't got any bio on this particular song, what it's about, I do have the lyrics in front of me. I've seen the images, and I always put together, I wonder if it's about this, but I'll look at the image now, the video for the first time, and we'll come together after the video. I think it's brilliant. Just hit the translation button, because it is in over 32 languages. People have asked me why I'm not putting the lyrics into my translations. It's as simple as this. It disturbs the video itself, it really does. And what happens is, I'm finding the lyrics don't marry with the singing voice, and it just becomes a mess. So I've cut out the lyrics. You do get a translation of what I'm saying, and then we concentrate on the video and the artist itself, and then I break down in English and 32 languages. Just hit the setting buttons, translation button. For my worldwide audience is forever growing, and I want to say a lot of Polina fans have joined my channel, so thank you in advance. And we get going with the song. It's called Butterflies, and my translation, as always, my interpretation, not social media, not what Polina says. Every song is open to interpretation, and people who know this channel love me for giving a different insight into the lyrics, and we'll do that after we hear this.
Запретный рай, он был для нас двоих лучшим, так и знай. Бабочки в животе, а на сердце май. Обнимай меня и не отпускай. Без шанса ты снова просишь остаться, сдаться. Не жаль в этот раз, так предсказуем финал. До рассвета 10 минут, не отводи глаза. Я не дам воли слезам, покидая театр воспоминаний. Давай без драм. Мы будем вспоминать наш запретный рай. Он был для нас двоих лучшим, так и знай. Бабочки в животе, а на сердце май. Обнимай меня и не отпускай. Мы будем вспоминать наш запретный рай.
Прости, задержалась. Может, десерт?
Polina, I am disgusted that you burnt that beautiful, beautiful Jeep at the very end. Now I understand the images. It's fallen into place while I watched, because that was one of the images, you with your back to a burning vehicle, and I thought, oh, that's just an illusion. But it actually happened. Wow. I'm saving. This is why I'm laughing. I'm saving for a Jeep, a cheap Jeep, to get me around Dublin, go around Ireland, and I'd like to raise the money, but I haven't got the money. I don't get paid on YouTube for my channel simply because it's a channel of love. I love music, so I react. But when I see video, even if it's just for the video, it was an old Jeep, blah, 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 I don't care. I'm trying to save for a vehicle and I see a Jeep being burned. It's horrible. And you're very bad in that video, and I'll tell everybody why. Excellent video, well done everybody. It pulls at why the theme is butterflies. Not just symbolic with the little thing that she holds. And I'm going to make a very special thumbnail for this, because I don't see anything representing this video the way I think it should be represented. So I'll make a very special image in honor of Polina and all. I'm sorry about the outside. I live in the city centre of Dublin. I hear ambulances. We get crazy with people shouting in the park. It's one of those cities. It's alive and kicking. Listen. Although I think, is that an ambulance? No. It's a police car. So somebody's in trouble. And I will be if I don't get through these lyrics. So let's go through them. I have to say, wow, it's a powerful video, Polina. It really is. It struck me now. It struck me in a lot of ways what the images are about. She starts undissolving anew when touching and melting, melting like rays pouring into us. The whisper of the lips, the whisper of the eyes. And from the blue sky, the noise is getting stronger. The body became weaker. I'm not in control of myself anymore, and so timidly the evening is coming. You kiss my shoulders, and towards us come flying. So she had to fly, and what was happening was drink was overtaking her. And drink gives people a lot of Dutch courage, as they say. That's an English phrase. I don't know what they say in Russian. Maybe they say the same thing, but in Russian, Dutch courage, which gives you an inner strength when you drink to do something that it's almost like it brings up your courage, not your demons. Because if you watch the video and the images, if you had seen the images like me beforehand, you'd think, wow, what's this about? But when you watch the video, it falls into place. And in my interpretation, it would be, I've got the courage now to do what I need to do. Now we see Polina leave him behind. The question is he the guy in the video where she was sitting and laughing? And are they meeting because they separated? Or is it a new guy? Because it seems to me he shaved his hair and he's got shorter hair, but it's the same actor doing that part in the bar as well as in the video. So we'll see now in a minute. But she's got the Dutch courage and she's left him behind while she does something. And I think it's a new person and she just needs to get rid of something. It's called the past, everybody. Butterflies kisses, your lips fluttered on my lips. Butterfly kisses were dancing and drowning me. She sings that twice. You see us kissing the butterfly in the bathroom. Now the reason Polina dances in her videos is she expresses herself through dance. And we had seen that when she left the pub, went to the apartment and dressed up in a previous outfit, that when she I think what's happened is her previous boyfriend, she's got a guy waiting for her, but she's getting rid of the past. She has to get rid of this to move on with this guy that's waiting for her. Patiently waiting. That would have taken a long time what she had done. But anyway, and a video short, so let's go forward into this. And she dances, and did you notice she was dancing in the apartment? And there was letters, love letters, but there was an outfit that obviously on her first night with this person meant a lot to her. And it came in layers, and butterflies shed their skin. So for me, when she was dancing and when she was throwing her garments around, that was her symbolically shedding her skin to become the person she needs to be, sitting in front of that new person that's interested in her. So what she does was, it's kind of a revenge thing. She keeps it on, she changes her outfit, keeps that on, but sheds all the glossiness of it like a butterfly shedding its skin. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And then the psychology takes over. I'll keep it on. Let's see if I'm lucky. At least this time around, I bought it for a special occasion for him, my ex. But now I'll wear it again because I'm free. I'm free of the past. And she's free of the past because she goes driving with his Jeep. She has a reminder of how it used to be. But she's like, to hell with you. You filled me with love. You filled me with rubbish. And the most prized thing in the world belonging to you was your beloved Jeep. Well, I'm going to burn it. So she goes back and she burns it. And that's also getting rid of the past. Also getting rid of the lies and the hurt and the pain. Because a Jeep can be a place to take you to romantic places, but it can also be an intimate place of kissing and reminding. And when she watched the video, we've seen that. She says, I touched your lips, breathing the scent of the air, and whispered the hands that tames us, whisper of the phrases, interface of my heart, drawing name. We can't see enough of our love. My eyes became yours. Evening, you kissed my shoulders, and towards us come flying. What comes flying now? Think of the symbolism of a bird flying. Freedom is what came to her. A sense of freedom came over her when she burnt that Jeep. Because she goes, butterfly kisses, your lips fluttered on my lips, butterfly kisses were dancing on me and drowning. And that dancing and shedding the layers of the dress, because she wore a shawl, you can imagine her in a glamorous bag, and the dress was very chic, but she stripped it down like when you're stripping a piece of meat to its bare sexiness. And she went back into that pub wearing that, not in a revengeful way, but in a liberated way. She shed him, burnt his Jeep, got rid of him, and it finishes with butterfly kisses, your lips fluttered on my lips, butterfly kisses were dancing on me, drowning on me. She was drowning in anger, drowning in self-pity, drowning, but she got rid of everything that was personal to him, symbolic of what they were about, and in the end sat in front of him as much as say, sorry I kept you, I had something to do. I think that's what she said in Russian at the end. If you're Russian, you can tell me. And she just basically came back as a new person, liberated, with all that hurt her in the past, dealing with what's in front of her and what's going to happen in the future, with that dress that says second chances in life. And that's what she's given herself by getting rid of the past. That's my analysis of the lyrics. I hope you like it. If you do, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. And Polina, well done on a great video. Take care.